how are you doing? I'm Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach antique lovers how to create successful vintage and antique businesses. One of the ways that I do that is through these videos. I like to share my recent vintage finds and talk about how much each cost and what I think each of them is worth. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel or give me a thumbs up or leave a comment. That would be awesome. All right, let's jump right in. I'm gonna start with a couple of unusual finds. This is a gourd, obviously, that is painted in a Native American style. I'm not sure if it was done by a Native American or just someone who liked those motifs, but I'm hoping, I paid $3 for it and I'm hoping to get somewhere in the $25 range. Later on that same day, I picked up just a plain gourd. I like to have some natural things like maybe a bird's nest or a beehive or something like this gourd in my booth. It was $2 and I would price it at probably $8 or $10. That'll be nice in a fall booth, I think. These are super interesting. These are wooden forms that were used to stretch animal hides. So my thought is to stencil on them and make signs out of them, like lake especially, because that kind of, the point is like an arrow, right? So they were $1 each and I picked up 4 of those. Just love the aging on the wood. I always pick up folding rulers when I see them. This is actually a Stanley. All Stanley tools are really collectible. I will shape this into a star and put it in my booth. I think it's a fun decoration for the booth, and they sell for $12. 10 to 12 depending on the quality or the condition of them. A couple more wooden items. I picked up these little red wooden knobs. I like to use them for different projects or things that are missing knobs. There were 3 of them. These are replacement knobs for enamelware. That's what they were intended for, but you can use them for anything. And some amazing graphics on these spools of thread. I love to decorate with these, especially because of that amazing star. Isn't that great? And then the other side says Aunt Lydia's. You may have seen some trade cards for Aunt Lydia. They had a lot of them. And then here's another brand. This is called Barber's linen thread. And I have a blog post all about vintage thread and the various companies that that produce them. So I will add some of these to that. I also picked up these couple of tiny little spools, and they were $1 each. I have not actually sold vintage thread because I have a couple of crafts that sell very well for me using vintage thread, so I will link to those. But I think that these would probably sell for $4 or $5 each. That's my thought. I also bundle together sewing notions and sell them on eBay and occasionally on Etsy as well. And here's a folk art style, some kind of ocean bird, right? I just loved the effect of some of the paint remaining on the bird. I don't think this is really old, but I will sell it for probably $20 to $25, and I paid $2 for it. This is one of my favorite finds. Mortar and pestles sell really, really well, and from my antique booth and also on Etsy. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the pestle, it's just the base. I will call it's treen ware, which is woodenware, antique woodenware. You can see the spot on the bottom where it was held in place, and then on a, what'd you call it? A lathe, it was molded and created. It will clean up really nicely, and a coat of wax will really bring the life out of it. It costs $3, and I'm planning to price it at about $25. Here is an amazing antique frame with this marbleized painting on it. It was $5 at an estate sale, and I will remove the art. I think I'm going to put a mirror in this, and it should sell for 25 to 30. Back in the day, these were so desirable, and you could get some big money for them, but not so much anymore. Not so much interested in that now. And I picked up this blue ticking pillow cover. I think someone is going to really want that. It is in really great shape. It just feels great, nice and heavy. I will probably put $12 on that. And this is a new embroidery, but I just thought that was really sweet. For $3, I will price that at about 15 to 18. Let's take a look at some pottery, some china. Here's an older vase, probably from about the 1930s. I picked it up for $2. It's not signed on the bottom. And it will sell for probably about $10. A couple of roosters from Salvation Army. They were 49 cents each, and roosters do sell quite well. This one has a Japan mark on the bottom. And then this one is a, I can't remember the company. I think it says Hong Kong. I'll clarify that. In any event, they will sell for about $8 to $10 or $12, something like that. Also from Salvation Army, this really cute little restaurant ware creamer, not signed on the bottom, cost $1.29, and it should sell for about 8 to 10. And look at this. That was $1. Little china doll head. Trying to get it so you can see it. A lot of light glare here, but it was $1, and I will probably use it for a project, but if I were going to sell it, I would put $10 on it. Here's a little gravy boat. It's very small. Signed Germany on the bottom. And this would fit in really nicely with an Ironstone collection, and I paid $1 for that. I have a blog post coming up on Majolica, and this is what I think is a Japanese example. Little strawberries on the top. It's got a little opening there for, I'm calling this a little mustard jar. It was $1. It is also unmarked, but like I said, I think it's Japanese, and it's worth about $8. I really bought it for the blog post. Now I wanted to show you these. I have been selling little, I'm calling them creme brulee or little tart pans on Etsy for $25 to $30 for sets of these. So I wanted to show you that. They're restaurant ware, but I call them Ironstone type because they really do fit in nicely with an Ironstone collection. And here is a tart pan that I got the same day at Salvation Army for $2, and it's by Apilco, which is a French company still in production. And again, I sell a lot of that brand on Etsy, and so I expect this to bring hopefully $30 to $35, something like that. Here is a very cool soap dish, intended to hang on a wall, right? There would be a fixture that this would have fit into, but I bought it because I just loved it. I was hoping to use it on my kitchen sink, but it doesn't really fit well. So I will be selling it. I paid 50 cents for it, and I'm hoping to get something like $30 to $35 that I will probably list on Etsy. How about this darling little planter with a little chicken? He's so cute. I'm not sure which is the front. Is that the front? And he cost $1, not signed on the bottom. You can see the age though there. And I think he will sell. I'll probably save him for springtime and sell him for $15 to $20. And along those same lines, I picked up at a indoor flea market this Easter candy box. So I am not 100% sure of the age. I think it's unused. I think it's old. I think it's from about 1910. And it's really the handle that I'm basing that assumption on, because it has some age and some wear on it. I paid $1.50. If it is in fact older candy box, like the Christmas candy boxes that I've talked about before, I expect it to bring about $30 to $35. So we need to do a little bit more research on that. So that was Easter. Here's darling little Wedgwood teacup and saucer. Teacups and saucers are not selling great right now, but it was Wedgwood and it was $2. There's the mark on that. Can you see that? I hope. A lot of glare in here. And it was $2. I hope to sell it for $15. Another blog post I have planned on hand-painted china. This is a piece of Bavarian china made in Germany, and I paid $1.50 for it. These are also not hugely great sellers right now, but they are just so pretty, and I think it would sell for about $8 to $10. This bowl is not marked. Oh, I should have shown you the marks on the bottom of the hand-painted platter or plate. Germany, Bavaria. This piece is not marked. I bought it because the shape I thought was lovely, and I think that it would fit in well again with the Ironstone collection. I paid $1 for it, and I will price it on Etsy probably for $18 to $22, something like that. So that's it for the china and pottery. Here is an amazing picture that I picked up when we were on vacation in Pittsburgh visiting my husband's family. Pressed glass like this is not selling well at all right now, but it was $5, and it's just a stunning piece, perfect condition, with these amazing embossed cherries that I hope you can see on it. And back in the day, it would have sold for $50 or $60 or $70. I am hoping to get $25 for that. Just think that it's an amazing piece. And then another piece, I'm thinking that I probably should not have bought it because it's milk glass, and milk glass is not a great seller, but it is a really substantial piece. Beautiful. I feel I'm going to keep it for a little while is my thought. I think that it will be beautiful with some roses in it. It is not marked, and I paid $5 for it. If I was going to try to sell it right now, I would probably put $20 on that and hope for the best. Okay, some more glass. I picked up 2 green shakers. They were $1 each. These sell for about $18 a piece for me. I think I have a lid for this one. They need a good cleaning, but don't you just love them? I love this green rose. 2 little cobalt pieces, an iron cobalt inkwell for $1. I hope to sell that for about 12 or 15. It's got a nice big seed there. That's a bubble in the glass. And this one was $1, and I hope to sell that for three or four. This one was 50 cents. I love amber glass, and I actually have a collection, so this will probably go into it. It was 50 cents, and I'm not sure how much that would sell for. Probably not a lot. Chamberlain's cough remedy. This was $1. Cannot resist aqua glass, and what I'm going to add it to 2 other pieces that I have and sell it as a set of 3 on Etsy. I'm hoping for $25, something like that. A few metal pieces. This is a brass scale, and holding it the wrong way. It's an antique. It's signed Chitillin's Improved Spring Balance, New York. So like I said, I paid $1 for it, and I hope to sell it for 15 to 25. These used to sell for $35 to $40. They do not sell for as much these days. This is a dual-sided sign. It's metal, and signs sell quite well, and I thought that was such an interesting name. So it was $1. I hope to sell it for 25 or 30. Here's an enamelware or a gray graniteware strainer. That was $1. Hope to sell that for 10 to 12. Have some more interesting pieces over here. This is a slide rule, a circular slide rule. And people collect slide rules, pay good money for them. So this one was $1, and I got it as kind of an experiment to see if they are saleable. I'm hoping a minimum of 10 and hopefully upwards of maybe $25. We'll have to wait and see. If you've been reading my blog, then you may have come across a post I have all about jewelry presentation boxes. And this little velvet example with a mother of pearl button on the front is one of the most collectibles. This is an antique, probably from the turn of the century, 1910s in there somewhere, and the button is still working. Well, it was for a second. There we go. There we go. And this one is in super good condition. Not a lot of loss of the velvet. No tears on the inside of the satin. This would have been for, I'm not sure, is that cufflinks? For cufflinks? In any event, it should sell for about $30 to $40. And here's another jewelry presentation box. Delta, signed Delta on the inside. This is fabric, printed fabric on the outside and velvet on the bottom. And this one should sell, it's a necklace box. It should sell for about $25 to $30. And the last jewelry box, this is cardboard, and it's got the name of the jeweler on the top and some of the original paper. It may have held sterling silverware. Often silverware came in boxes like this. This one, I'm thinking $10 to $12, and I sell presentation boxes on Etsy, and I'll link to that blog post so you can learn more about them. Here's another box. This was for Flea, real beautiful red color. I bought it with decorating in mind, this would be great at Christmas time or for 4th of July. If I were going to sell it, it was $1. If I was going to sell it, I would probably price it at $7 or $8. And then this is interesting. This is a shiny bright box. It's not old. In fact, it's got the TJ Maxx sticker on the back, but it's got the original vintagey looking graphics on it, and it's got super sturdy divider inside, this divider right here, and then these little shiny bright papers, which is just amazing. So I think this will be great to sell a set of shiny bright ornaments, which I have a whole lot of out in the garage. So I'll be checking those soon. All right, now I have mostly books left. I did pick up this, it's a little envelope that has some embroidery floss in it, but it's French. Madame Bessie Lapay fine embroideries. And that's so frameable, I think. And I just love that. That was $1. Okay, let's take a look at some books. This is How to Know the Wildflowers, and not in good shape at all. It cost 50 cents and it's filled with beautiful color illustrations along with a lot of black and white illustrations as well. And so I think I'm going to pull those out and sell them for $1 each. I have a little display rack in my booth that is filled with ephemera, with paper goods that are all priced at $1, and I sell quite a few of those. Picked up a couple of folk art books. They were $1 each. I love folk art and reading about it, and then I'm from Albany. This is about the folk art in, I believe this is in the Institute of Natural History, New York State Institute of something and something, oh my God, in downtown Albany. And then this is just filled with some amazing folk art. Look at that. I will probably be keeping these for a while, but they would sell for about $10 each. This is another amazing book. Cost $1 I got it at the barn sale, if you remember the barn sale. And it's got amazing illustrations in it. Hard to hold that up. And I'm hoping it'll bring something like $20 to $25. The World's Essential Knowledge. I think I'm going to take the cover off of this and use this in a red book stack. That's my feeling. It was 50 cents. Hopefully sell for $5 or $6. Here's a book about Abraham Lincoln. They sell very well, $8 to $10. Some cooking booklets. This is Hershey's. Isn't that awesome? These were 50 cents each. Another Hershey's. And then look at this. This is Arm & Hammer baking soda. Isn't that great? I hope these will sell for about, well, I could sell them from my booth for $3 or $4 or $5, but I might try them on Etsy, maybe as a set of 3 for $25, something like that. I will report back. And then a couple of Pillsbury bake-offs. I'm going to research these because they are all different values. This is the 3rd and this is the 10th. And people do really enjoy these. These were $1 each, and hopefully they'll be $10 or more. Here's a Maytag cookbook. Great image on that. That cost $1. Should sell for about $10. Here's the whole family cookbook. I paid 50 cents for this one, and this is a new one to me. And I will price it at 10 unless I'm going to research this on eBay. I sell the more valuable cookbooks that I come across on eBay, and then the more common examples I sell in my antique booth. And the last book, not an antique, we'll call it vintage, The Velveteen Rabbit. Everybody loves this book, and I will sell this from my antique booth, hopefully for $10. And that is the final find of the day. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. Again, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up, if you subscribe, if you leave a comment, that would be awesome. And as always, happy hunting.